guys, today I'll be creating this beautiful high school makeup look just in time for back to school season. I created this look with the help of Sephora, so thank you guys so much for sponsoring this video. I have loved you guys since I was a little girl, and also got most of my help creating this beautiful look using Sephora collection I Love palettes. So if you guys want to learn how to create this beautiful Be High School look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, now moving right into our high school makeup look. I'm so excited for this look, guys. It's going to look so bomb. I'm so excited for you guys to try this out. It's going to look freaking amazing on every single one of you guys. I already know. And also all the products that I'm going to be using in this video today, you guys can find in the link down below. They are all from Sephora. And with that said, I'm going to be introducing you guys to this new product that Sephora has released, and it is called Sephora Collection I Love Palette. Surprisingly, just using one or two of these palettes will create the entire look that you need for your entire look. Crazy, I know. So let me just put you guys on, guys. This is some great product, and also it's very cheap with high quality. Sephora came out with 6 palettes, and these are all so beautiful, so pigmented. I'm gonna go ahead and open these up and show you guys each and every single one of them. It comes with 4 neutral palettes, and then it also has 2 trendy palettes, which just means that it has a little bit more color than the other ones. But for this look in particular, today we're going to be using these 2 Sephora Collection I Love palettes. I'll be using this green palette. This one has all of the beautiful shades that I'm going to be using for my blushes, which will be right here. I'm going to be using a mix of this melon color with this melon color. It's going to be absolutely everything. And then for the eyes, I'll be using this champagne one, and it's going to look like this. As you can see, there is 3 shimmers and there's 3 mattes in every single palette, and then there's a base shade right here. Those 2 Sephora Collection I Love palettes are the ones that we're going to be using today, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the rest of the 4. Now this blue one here is another one of the trend palette, so this is the second out of the 2. This one has more blues, blacks, and just different colors. Then we have the pink palette, and this is what it looks like inside. Beautiful neutral shades. It has the beautiful 3 shimmers, the 3 mattes, and the base color. Then this bronze palette right here, you open it up and it has these beautiful warm tone shades. If you guys are a warm tone lover like I am, this will be the perfect one for you. And then lastly right here, we have our golden colored palette, and it's another neutral. This one has some beautiful medium cool eyeshadows. I'm going to be going ahead and getting started on with the eye look, so let's do this. So the thing with high school, guys, high school is an 8-hour on average day. We do not want our makeup to melt off during the day because we know that it is a long day. So this exact routine is what you guys will need to have an all day long-lasting makeup. So of course we need to start off with a base on our eyes. I like to use concealer for my primer, so I'm going to be taking this NARS creamy concealer in the shade Custard. The thing that I love about Sephora, guys, is that literally has like almost every single brand. So I just laid down that concealer, and I'm going to be taking a beauty sponge and just making sure that it is covering my entire lid. The purpose of a primer is just so it can act as a sticky base. Our eyeshadow will last all day long. And then this is a step that a lot of people tend to miss out on, but I find that it just really makes everything look so much more smooth and there's no creasing throughout the day. So what I'm going to do is take a brush, and then with my Light Warm eyeshadow palette by Sephora Collection, I'm going to take this creamy shade and just apply it onto my eyelids very lightly. This is just going to set your base, and then we can get started with a smooth canvas. So I'm now going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush, and we're going to start off with this beautiful taupey brown and just place it into our crease. This is going to be our transition shade, and a transition shade is so important, guys. So I am going very light-handed. Take a little bit of product at a time instead of just mashing your brush into there, taking too much product, applying it onto your eye, and then it looking like a big dark blob. The purpose of a transition shade is basically what it's called. So it is just the shade that you place down so you can transition all of your shades together just so everything blends in seamlessly. We need to start off, this is why this palette is so perfect. All of these palettes are perfect. So here is the transition, and then this one is the crease shade, and then you have the darkest shade, which you can use on the outer corner of your eye. It just creates a lot more dimension, and you guys will see that just in a second. And now that that beautiful taupey shade is laid over above my crease and a little bit into my crease as a transition, we're going to take another clean brush, one that's a little bit smaller than this one, and we're going to be going in with this like mauvey brown right here in the center, and this is going to bring in some warmth. So we're just going to go straight into the crease. So now that we have all all the transition and the crease shades placed on our eyes, I'm going to be taking an eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be mixing these two shades right here. And also I did wet the brush with some setting spray beforehand just so it's a lot brighter and more metallic. So I'm just going to be applying it right onto my eyelid and just kind of like carving out a half moon shape, and this will kind of create the illusion of a cut crease since it is so defined. I just love that because it takes 2 seconds. As you guys can see, it is already on my eye, and we didn't even have to do the prepping of the actual cut crease process. And now I'm just going to be going around the eyeshadow that we did and kind of defining it a little bit more just by adding a little bit more crease color. And then taking another clean brush, we're going to be using that base shade on the side, and this will be applied onto our brow bone. So applying a shade on the brow bone is really going to lift your eye, make everything look so much cleaner. And then I know you guys are probably wondering what I was going to do with that last dark color. So what I'm going to be doing with that one is taking a very tiny brush like this and just taking a little bit of that product, and I'm going to be running that on my lash line as an eyeliner, guys. Doing this last part just really makes the biggest difference because it makes your eyelashes look like they're so much fuller and thicker. And this is what it looks like with the eyeshadow on the lash line. This is what it looks like without. So you guys can pretty much choose which one you like. This one's a little bit more natural, this one's a little bit more out there, but a quick little fix. So I would go ahead and do a cute little wing like this on the edge. Oh my gosh, guys, that is such a look. It is still like very soft but still fierce at the same time. And since we're here with this palette, I'm gonna go ahead and take a eyebrow brush and just filling in my brows with this beautiful taupey shade right here. I first like to go ahead and just push up all of my hairs. Also, guys, if you didn't know, I already do have my brows pretty much done since I do have microbladed brows, but sometimes I do like a little bit more definition and some help, so I like to go in with like a soft brown type of shade and just fill in the in-betweens, if you know what I'm saying. And now to complete the brows, I'm going to be applying this 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. This one is in the shade Clear. I like to apply a brow setter at all times whenever I do my eyebrows because it just keeps my hairs in place and it doesn't move them around all day long. Just a little touch of this and your brows are in place all day. And now moving on to the face, I'm going to be using all these products, of course, from Sephora. So I'm gonna have to clip my bangs back just because, you know, blonde struggles. We can't get any color in our hair or it's a mess. So for my face, you guys know for the longest time I love NARS, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these two NARS products. This is the Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Punjab, and then this is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. And I know some of you guys might be a little bit triggered at the fact that I am not using primer today. I know I never use primer. For some reason, whenever I use primer, my face melts off 5 times faster. I don't know what it is. So I just go straight in with my foundation and it really just lasts so much longer, guys. Also, tip for you guys, midway, do not, please guys, do not forget to blend your foundation down to your neck, at least midway, guys. And now just to get more full coverage, I'm going to go ahead and take the concealer. And then I like to take it down in some swooping motions like this, kind of like an upside down triangle pretty much. And then just do the same on the other side. Down on my nose, just because I feel like on me personally, my foundation always tends to come off first on my nose. But like more towards the end of the day just because I'm a little bit more oily right there. Now we're done with the base, and now guys, this is the most crucial part. I'm going to be taking a banana powder. This is just my preference. This one's Banana Bread by Huda Beauty. This is a long-time favorite. I went ahead and dipped my beauty blender into the product and apply the bake right under my eyes. We are going to bake, guys. We're going to be baking all over our face, and then I'm just going to be pretty much placing it all over pretty messily with my beauty blender. And with a big fluffy brush, we're going to be tapping into the excess of the powder that we have left over, and we're going to be pressing it into our skin. And I'm making sure I really press into the areas where I get most oily. And now guys, this is my holy grail bronzer. This will take your makeup look from a 0 to 100. I'm really telling you guys. So this is the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. let's just quickly talk about this snatch right here, guys. And as I promised you guys earlier, I'm going to be using the second palette. This is the Jewel Tones eyeshadow palette, and this is the color that I'm going to be using for the blush. So just in a fluffy brush, I'm going to be taking mainly this lighter shade and then a little dab of this shade right here, just so it's not too much. And then just tapping on the back of my hand because Lord knows these palettes are super pigmented. Tap and get a very pretty melony flush. Alright, so now lastly, we're going to be going back into our light warm eyeshadow palette, and we are going to be taking this shade right here in the center, the mauvey brown shade, and we're going to be placing that right under our eyes. Actually, one more thing before I complete the eye look. This is the Sephora mascara. This is the LashCraft Have It All multi-action mascara. This stuff, I have never tried it before, but I really want to try it out since the wand looks really good. So the wand is very small, but it looks like it has different ridges where it can really get in there and make everything super full and voluminous. I always like to have very defined spidery bottom lashes. Are we just like not gonna talk about how perfect this mascara just made my bottom lashes look? Sis, period. And now, second to last thing, I'm going to be continuing on with this palette. We're going to be going in with the lightest shade right here, and I'm going to be placing it on a small little brush, and we're going to be using it as highlight. Makes me look a lot more put together. Now to complete the look, we're going to be taking this Sephora Colorful Gloss Balm, and this is such a beautiful shade, guys. This is in the shade 01 Earth Angel. Alright guys, so this is the final completed look. Thank you so much again to Sephora for sponsoring this video. You guys know that I have been loving them since I was a little girl. And also a huge thanks for providing this beautiful Sephora collection I Love palettes. I can't believe I used 2 of the palettes to create pretty much a full look. So that was honestly amazing because you can easily get dolled up on a budget with using just 2 of the palettes. Also make sure to shop all these products that I use in this video today in the link down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.